In 2025, the cost of living keeps climbing at home, but the world is full of places where your money stretches further than you ever imagined. From cafe-lined streets in Europe to vibrant markets in Asia, these countries prove you don't need a big budget to live richly. Here are the 10 cheapest countries to call home this year. Number 10. Malaysia. What if comfort and culture didn't cost a fortune? In Malaysia, you can wake up to the aroma of sizzling satay skewers on the street below, then step into a modern high-rise apartment that costs a fraction of a cramped studio in New York. A one-bedroom outside Kuala Lumpur's center runs around $400, while upscale city living with skyline views hovers near $800 to $900. A single person can live comfortably on about $1,200 a month, couples closer to $2,000. Private doctor visits are usually under $30, making healthcare less of a worry. What makes Malaysia especially appealing is how easy it feels. English is widely spoken, public transport is efficient, and the food, from curry laksa to nasi lemak, costs less than your morning latte back home. Add in evolving long-stay visas and retirement programs, and you've got a place where multicultural energy meets affordability. Number 9. Thailand. Now imagine trading your daily commute for sunsets on a tropical beach. In Thailand, that's not just a vacation dream, it's everyday life. Picture renting a beachfront condo for $500, then walking out to grab a plate of sizzling pad thai or fresh seafood for under $3. Apartments range from $400 to $600 in smaller cities, while central Bangkok might nudge closer to $1,000. Still, even the capital feels like a bargain when a high-end dinner for two comes in under $40. Healthcare is another secret weapon here, with world-class hospitals offering routine checkups at just $20 to $60. Add to that Thailand's welcoming expat hubs, thriving cafe culture, and flexible visa options, and you start to see why so many nomads never leave. It's not just cheap living, it's a lifestyle of sun, flavor, and freedom that makes home feel overpriced by comparison. Number 8. Mexico. Imagine waking up to ocean views in Puerto Vallarta or sipping coffee in a colonial plaza in Mérida, all for less than half what it would cost just across the border in the US. Mexico offers some of the best value for money living in the Americas. A modern apartment in cities like Guadalajara or Mérida rents for $400 to $700, while coastal condos can be found from $600. Couples live well on $1,600 to $2,200 a month, including dining out several times a week, street tacos for $1 each, seafood dinners for $12, and even high-end dining with cocktails for two rarely exceed $40. What sets Mexico apart is its convenience, with short flights to the US and Canada, thriving expat communities, and world-class healthcare, where doctor visits start at $25. Residency rules have tightened with higher income requirements, but once secured, you'll enjoy one of the most dynamic blends of culture, food, and affordability anywhere in the world. Number 7. Indonesia. Think lush rice terraces, turquoise waters, and a villa with a private pool, all for the price of a mid-range apartment in the States. In Indonesia, especially Bali, living well doesn't demand a heavy bank account. Renting a one-bedroom villa outside the tourist centers can be as low as $350 to $600. Monthly costs for a single person hover around $1,000, while couples average closer to $1,600, with room to splurge. A plate of nasi goreng or mie goreng, just $2 at a local warung. Even a sunset cocktail with an ocean view rarely breaks $6. What really sets Indonesia apart is the atmosphere. Morning yoga by the beach, scooter rides through rice paddies, and a thriving creative community that makes it hard to ever book a return flight. Healthcare is also accessible, with consultations often under $30. Living here feels like having a permanent vacation without the permanent costs. Number 6. Philippines. Imagine waking up to the sound of waves against a white sand shore, then grabbing a tricycle taxi into town, where lunch costs less than your morning snack back home. That's daily life in the Philippines. A one-bedroom apartment in Cebu or Davao rents for about $300 to $500, while even in Manila, you'll find plenty under $700. A single person can live comfortably on $1,000 to $1,400 a month. Couples closer to $1,800. Street food is unbeatable with barbecued chicken skewers, fried bananas, and halo desserts for pocket change. English is widely spoken, which makes settling in a breeze. Add to that affordable healthcare, endless island hopping adventures, and you've got a country where your dollar buys not just comfort, but a front row seat to paradise. Number 5. Georgia. Now picture cobblestone streets, centuries-old wine cellars, and mountain views that look like they belong on a postcard, all without blowing your budget. Georgia, tucked between Europe and Asia, is fast becoming one of the cheapest yet most charming places to live. In Tbilisi, a modern one-bedroom goes for $350 to $500, and utilities rarely exceed $100. A single person's monthly costs sit around $1,000, while couples can live richly for $1,600. Dinner with wine, often under $10 per person. And yes, Georgia is famous for its wine culture, so refilling your glass won't hurt your wallet. The country also offers a one-year visa-free stay for many nationalities, making it a popular destination for digital nomads. Add fast internet, warm hospitality, and delish food that you'll dream about for months, and Georgia feels like Europe's best-kept secret at half the price. Number 4. Albania. Think turquoise coastlines that rival Greece, but at half the cost and without the tourist crowds. That's Albania. In Tirana, a 2-bedroom apartment rents for $500 to $700, while seaside towns like Saranda offer balconies with Ionian views for less than what you'd pay for parking back home. Couples live well on $1,200 to $1,800 per month. Seafood feasts rarely top $12, and cafe culture thrives. Espresso is just $1, so lingering over 3 cups in a sun-drenched square won't break your budget. Americans can stay in the country for a year visa-free, making it a dream base for exploring the Balkans. With friendly locals, untouched beaches, and a pace of life that feels refreshingly unhurried, Albania feels like Europe's secret shortcut to affordable luxury. Number 3. Bosnia-Herzegovina. Now imagine sipping coffee in Sarajevo's old town, where East meets West in a swirl of Ottoman bazaars and Austro-Hungarian architecture, and your rent is under $500. Bosnia-Herzegovina remains one of the most overlooked bargains in Europe. A modern one-bedroom in Sarajevo costs between $350 to $600, and groceries for a month hover around $200. Dining out is shockingly cheap, with hearty Balkan plates for $4 to $6. A single person can live on $900 to $1,200 a month. Couples around $1,500. Healthcare visits are around $20 to $30. What makes Bosnia special isn't just its affordability, it's the richness of its culture, the mountains perfect for hiking or skiing, and its position as a gateway to Croatia, Montenegro, and Albania. Living here feels like discovering a hidden Europe that everyone else somehow missed. Number 2. Ecuador. Picture waking up in Cuenca. Cobblestone streets lined with colonial buildings, crisp Andean air, and your living costs slashed by nearly 70%. Ecuador is one of South America's best-kept secrets for affordable living. Rent for a modern apartment ranges from $400 to $800, and a couple can thrive on $1,400 to $1,800 monthly. Meals out often cost $3 to $5, while a full dinner for 2 with wine runs around $20. Healthcare is another win. Doctor visits average $25, and hospitals in major cities are top-notch. Unlike many Latin American destinations, Ecuador uses the US dollar, so there's no currency risk. Residency visas require just $1,400 in monthly income, far lower than in Mexico or Panama. From beaches to the Amazon rainforest, Ecuador offers a lifestyle that's equal parts adventure and affordability. And finally, the crown jewel. Number 1. Vietnam. If there's one country that perfectly blends buzzing city life, tranquil beaches, and rock-bottom prices, this is it. In Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City, Modern apartments rent for as little as $200 to $400 a month. Street food is legendary, featuring steaming bowls of pho or crispy banh mi for $2, which is cheaper than coffee in most Western cities. A single person can live well on $800 to $1,200, while couples stretch comfortably at $1,500. Doctor visits? Around $15. But Vietnam isn't just cheap, it's vibrant. Cafes hum with young entrepreneurs, scooters weave through neon-lit streets, and the culture is as colorful as the landscapes. With new e-visa options allowing more extended stays, it's no wonder Vietnam tops every digital nomad's wish list. Affordable, exciting, and endlessly inspiring, this is where your dollar becomes a lifestyle upgrade. These are the 10 countries in 2025 where everyday life feels like an upgrade without the hefty price tag. Whether it's cafe hopping in Tbilisi or motorbiking through Vietnam, these spots prove you don't need a big budget for a big life. Which one would you pack your bags for first?